Hi again, guys. In this very short review, maybe not exactly a review, but a video, I wanted to compare the two sets of headphones that I got recently. These are both new offerings from KZ. I'm sorry about that. The first one is KZ Symphony, and that's a hybrid headphone, including planar 13.2mm driver and dynamic 6mm driver, and the second one is KZ PR3, and that one is pure planar driver. You can see the driver inside here, and this is also 13.2mm planar driver. I highly suspect that these are exactly the same planar drivers, but this one has additional dynamic driver. So the first thing you can already see is that the Symphony is larger. PR3 is smaller. Yes, you can see it from this angle. PR3 is smaller. I think it'll fit more ears without problems, because this is pretty big. I have quite big ears myself, and this fits nicely in. But I suppose that if you're a teenager, if you're a girl, maybe that this one will fit your ears better. So okay, the build quality, I'd say, is basically exactly the same. They look quite different, but they have this nice metal finish, and they are kind of open. They are not exactly closed IMs. On the inside, you can see that this part of the headphone is translucent, more translucent in case of PR3, and you can see the internals without any problems, which is nice. The nozzles are standard sized. The interesting thing here is that the nozzle on PR3 uses smaller, more fine type of mesh, and the nozzle on Symphony is protected by metal mesh with bigger holes, which basically probably would mean that this one is also acting as an audio filter. Okay, so size, this one's small, this one's bigger, this one's smaller. Build quality, basically the same. So how do they sound? What are the differences? The planar driver is probably the same. My ears tell me that it's exactly the same, because the mids and the treble are sounding exactly the same. This one has more bass. This one has a very nice, very organic rumble, amazing for a 6mm dynamic driver. This one, the whole bass spectrum goes from planar driver only, so it doesn't go as low. They have the same precision in the bass region, but this one will go lower. This one won't be as low as the Symphony, and this, though the mids and the treble on both of them are exactly the same, they will stand out more on PR3 because there's no there is a bass, but it's not as big and rumbling as on Symphony, so you can focus and pay more attention to the details that are happening in the mids and the treble on PR3. So it seems that PR3 may be viewed as a clearer headphone, but it's not. They are exactly the same when it comes to the transparency and airiness, but PR3 doesn't have this very low bass rumble. Okay, the bass here doesn't bleed into mids, so it's still very precise bass. The mids are very good, same as here. Okay, what else? PR3, which is maybe in a way it's logical, but maybe surprising. PR3 is easier to drive. When you're connecting both of them at the same time, you can clearly hear that the Symphony will be a tad bit quieter, which means that PR3 will be easier to drive with your headphone amplifier or USB dongle, or straight out from the headphone jack on your phone. Okay, I've covered the bass, the mids, and the treble. So let's move to the scene and transparency and detail. Detail retrieval is exactly the same. Transparency is exactly the same. The scene seems to be better on PR3, once again, because you don't have that bass rumble. I think the scene is also the same, but without the bass, the feeling is that it's a little bit higher and bigger. Okay, the interesting fact when comparing these two is that though they both have planar drivers inside, you can clearly hear the driver flex only on PR3. When you're moving the Symphony a little bit inside and outside of your ear canal, it's quiet, but if you're doing the same thing with PR3, you'll be able to hear the clicking, the moving of the planar driver inside, which is maybe not very important thing, but just interesting fun fact. So, another two important aspects. The first one, the price. Symphony is like $50, and PR3 is cheaper because PR3 is more like $40. Yes, a little bit more than $40. So they are quite close in price. Both of them, I wouldn't exactly call them mid level, mid-tier when it comes to the price, because in IM world, $50 for a good IM is still cheap. Which one would I choose and recommend? Both of them, but for different purposes. If you're a bass head like me, if you like to hear the bass textures, then the Symphony would be a better choice for you. On the other hand, if you have smaller ears, if you do not care much about the bass, but if you love the treble and mids, the PR3 may be better for you, because although the mids and the treble are exactly the same, they seem to be more clear here, because it's easier for you to focus on mids and treble without that amount of bass that this one baby is able to produce. So I'll keep both of them. I'm not selling them. I'll be using both of them. Both of them are amazing. They have no right to be that good and to sound that good for that price. To put that in perspective, to buy IMs sounding as good as any of these two, like 8 years ago, I would have to shell $500, $600 precisely. Yes, for Sennheiser's IE800. These are, in my opinion, both of them are better than these Sennheisers, and they are tenth the price, and even less than tenth of the price of Sennheisers that I had this 8 or maybe it was 9 years ago. So basically right now it's amazing time to be an audiophile. It's amazing time to be listening to your music with your IM headphones, because for mere $50 or $40 you're able to get amazing, splendid headphones. Both of them are coming very highly recommended by me. These are the headphones that I will be blindly recommending to any of my friends and family. If someone will be asking me what kind of headphones, good headphones and cheap headphones, I would recommend to start the journey, I would happily recommend both of them. This one for guys with bigger ears, this one for guys with smaller ears. because there's a pretty big chance that if you buy any of them, these will be your last items ever, unless you decide to start to chase the rabbit. Okay, so that's it. More bass, smaller, a little bit more expensive, a little bit cheaper, exactly the same in mids and treble, but this one allows you to focus on mids and treble a little bit better. Ask me anything I could possibly forgot in the comments, and that's basically it. Yeah, so I forgot one thing. They both are coming with same sets of silicone tips. They both are coming with one set of foam tips, and they both are coming with single-ended, exactly the same single-ended cable. So nothing to compare. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this small video, and see you next time.